I'm Ashley Cleveland. I love old hymns. I have a real passion for them. For me, they are the purest form of worship. I have had a desire for years and years and years, once I had enough arrangements to fill a record, to make an album of nothing but hymns. To me, to throw out the hymns would be a tragedy. To not include them in some, I'm not saying either or, I'm saying to be inclusive and not, they're so much a part of the Protestant heritage. I'm all for it, I just haven't heard anybody do it. There's a real style, I mean, if you look at, as you say, the theological text and the poetry, the beauty of the lyrics, combined with the music, there's a style to the hymns that nobody has really replicated. So, and modern worship, to me, is very different. The approach to modern worship music is a very different approach to the hymns. So, it's just kind of a different animal, I would say. Not all of them. I mean, there's some wonderful modern worship songs that I think are beautiful. So, you know, I would have to speak in very broad generalities, but for me, yeah, they are lacking in substance, lacking in good theology sometimes, and sometimes, horrifically enough, lacking in good grammar. Huge fan of the acoustic artists. I was so drawn to acoustic guitar, but people like James Taylor, Joni Mitchell, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and particularly Neil Young, were artists that so inspired me when I was in my teens and just learning to play guitar and starting to learn songs, and so those songs mean a great deal to me. And a lot of it was, you know, they were older than I am, and they were writing about much more adult themes than I can even understand, but there was an emotional content to the way they wrote that I totally caught and that I loved. And the Stones and Little Feat and all these other bands, they really, you know, Tom Petty, those artists really met me in that rock and roll place, and you know, my biggest dream was to play rhythm guitar like Keith Richards. I just think he was the bomb. I remember being a kid and discovering the Beatles and thinking, this is absolutely extraordinary. You know, and you listen to those records, and even now, I mean, when the Beatles 1 came out, I went and bought it. My kids wore it out, and I thought, where do you find an artist today that is going to be enduring 30 years from now? Who would that be? Can you even remember who was big 3 years ago? You know? I mean, it's just a different climate. I would absolutely, I would love that. I don't know if I am that. I don't know if I'll be that. But sure. Oh, you know, why? If I didn't want to be enduring, if I didn't want to be and make a contribution in a, you know, to the public, I would stay at home and play for my own enjoyment. You know, anybody that says, I don't really care if I ever get any recognition, I don't really care what happens, I'm just here to serve the Lord, is lying. You know? They are. I mean, you can't, it's too hard. You can't go out and play music without an ego and without a desire to make something that matters and that makes. So, you know, for me, yeah, boy, I would love for my music to be enduring. That if I had one song even that was enduring, or if I did one recording in my life that was enduring and that maybe 20 or 30 years from now somebody listened to and it meant something to them, I would think that would be wonderful. But by the same token, if I can invest that way in one other person's life, that in a way that is enduring and makes a difference for them, that's equally crucial to me. So it's all about, you know, what kind of legacy you want to leave.